Our final quarter-final bout, blazing Blake Kennedy against perhaps the favorite, Eric the ButterBean Esch. A 330-pounder against a 205-pounder, the lighter man on the left. Blake Kennedy, a unanimous decision, and then a TKO win. And for ButterBean, a KO and a TKO win. Let's get the introductions from our tour.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, second time tonight, he's 27 years old, 6 foot even, 205 pounds. This gentleman fought in the Toughman here last year. He's a drummer in a band from Ben Wheeler, Texas, blazing Blake Kennedy. Across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the red, white, and blue American flag, 27 years old, 6 foot tall, 330 pounds. From Jasper, Alabama, the ButterBean, Eric Esch, the ButterBean.
Eric Esch has made the 8-hour trip from Jasper, Alabama, about 30 miles north of Birmingham to get here, and he's just a couple of wins shy of the big one.
So far, he has not been extended in this tournament. He has gotten the early edge in all of his fights and gotten the psychological edge on his opponents. They've been fighting in fear ever since. Now in Kennedy, he goes down and fights a 207-pounder instead of a 310-pounder.
Beat a 310-pounder, which is about 250 pounds more than that young lady. Eric Esch, the ButterBean, in the quarterfinal matchup. And it is Brian the Hitman Henry who is awaiting the winner of this one. And they are off from the bullpen.
You wonder who Henry is rooting for. Do you really want to fight the ButterBean? That's a lot of weight if you're in good shape.
I'll tell you who, Blake Kennedy.
I think you're right.
I mean, would you want to fight the ButterBean? Guy's 330 pounds.
Late in the night, you might want to.
And maybe with about 3 or 4 other guys.
If the opposition has worn him down throughout the night. Now look at the ButterBean. He's juking over there, looking to unload the big right hand.
ButterBean made it to the World Finals last year, which this year will be held in Las Vegas. Big pay-per-view event coming up on May the 20th.
Kennedy trying to move in and out now.
Winner of that one gets $50,000. Winner of this one, $5,000 cash. Now you might say not bad for 12 minutes work, but it is a lot. 4 victories in one evening. Half a minute through. Esch is yet to throw a punch here in the first round.
Kennedy trying to move in and out. That's a successful style against ButterBean.
He landed the right. Where did that come from? He landed that right hand out of nowhere.
7.
And you get the idea that the ButterBean knew exactly what he was doing.
He only has to throw one punch. Kennedy's back for more.
Looks like he has his legs, though, does Kennedy. That's the end of the first round.
I think it will be an interesting look at that knockdown because it's really all ButterBean did in round number 1.
Let's take a look at it.
Now, Kennedy has done everything up to this point. ButterBean has done not a thing. But he lands one shot, and he wins the round.
And that's the kind of advantage he has here. He's so big. There's so much power coming out of that right arm.
Talk about getting the most you can out of your work. And at first, it appeared to be a grazing blow, but that's from a big man. Kennedy got right up.
Talk about grazing. He's the size of a cow over there. So Kennedy gets the black mouthpiece, and he is taking every second here of rest. And he gets back in there. Kennedy, unanimous decision winner in the first round, a TKO in the second round of this championship. Now he's made it to the quarters, but he's got the toughest test of all against the ButterBean.
What do you do if you're Kennedy here? Everything you did in round 1 was perfect until the end. He's going back for more in the second punch. 2 punches, 2 knockdowns.
That's what you call good coaching.
That's efficiency for your punching.
Hey, you know, endurance is the story, and the ButterBean doesn't want to waste any punches here in the quarterfinals. He's going to save them for the semis and the final if he can get that far. And look at those misses. I mean, my hair is getting blown by those big rights.
ButterBean is economizing. That is important. for longevity in a tournament.
But
You've
no
gotta
one...
get-
Oh, he knocked him down again.
Another strange-looking knockdown. He must have grazed him off the top of the temple. Kennedy's almost laughing there.
Not quite highlight film material, but the job is getting done, thank you, by that man, the ButterBean.
Well, that's 3 knockdowns for ButterBean, and 2 look very weird, including this one here. When we get back and show you the knockdown at the end of round 2. You wonder, where does this punch come from? Over the top, a miss, and that's a rub. That's not a punch there. And Kennedy thought he was going to get punched. ButterBean comes in, that one missed, and that was a rub down. That is a rub down.
Amazing how hard he's hitting the canvas, though. There's the Bean. Very soft-spoken guy. In fact, a lot of personality, though. Big smile. He's fought about 7 or 8 of these. He says he's won a few. His idol is George Foreman. Last round. Blake Kennedy will need something. Oh, big left. I was going to say a miracle to win this one.
He might need a miracle just to finish it. Now, why would a 300-pound guy use George Foreman as an idol? Try to figure that one out, huh?
Look at Kennedy, though. He looks like he's enjoying himself in there. He's smiling.
Well, he knows he needs about 94 knockdowns to win this, and he's got about 1 minute to do it.
He will have quite a story, win or lose here, and most likely it will be lose. I fought a 330-pound guy, got knocked down 4 times, was still smiling. And he hopes to say he's still standing at the end of the round. He may have slipped that time.
It seems like the power of suggestion could take Kennedy down now.
15 seconds to go here in the final round.
Kennedy's got his spot reserved on the floor.
There, hello again. The canvas should have a no vacancy sign at this point.
He's saying, move the ice, I want to go there.
Knocks him down again. And that is an appropriate end. There's the wife and 2 children of the ButterBean. Brandon, 9 years old. Caleb, 5 years old. Little Grace is back home, 4 months old. Staying with some family. Hey, look at the smile now. Look at that. Not too much.
Strange, lopsided fight for this late in the competition, but Kennedy just had no answer for this awesome muscle here. That punch comes out of left field and clocks him on the top, and down he goes. He's resigned to this.
Feel sorry for Brian Henry. Let's get the decision from our tour.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how about a big hand for both of these guys? You know, the little guy gave up 100 pounds. He was hanging in there, but the big guy was just too much. The winner in the blue corner, the ButterBean, Eric Ash, the ButterBean.
Eric ButterBean Esch, the winner by unanimous decision, advancing to the semifinals, and he had a bunch of knockouts as well. Eric Esch moving on as his family looks on, hoping he'll come home with $5,000. Back with more in a moment.